All right, hello and welcome to the Shark Stream. My name is Gage, aka Acid Shark, and it is a totally normal Saturday in early July. Nothing else is happening today. But that's fine, because it means that I get to play Silent Hill Origins, and it's the most interesting thing that's happening today. Yes, a game about classic Americana in a series originally created by a Japanese company, with this particular installment being made by a British developer. My name is Gage, aka Acid Shark, and welcome to the Shark Stream. We are playing Silent Hill Origins, my second playthrough of Silent Hill Origins, which is, I mean, it kind of puts it in the same vein as like a lot of sort of like the mainline Silent Hill games. I would say the only Silent Hill games that I've played more than once that weren't originally part of my like original sort of like Return to Silent Hill run prior to the Silent Hill 2 remake is Downpour, Homecoming, and Shattered Memories. Downpour I did a sub 4-hour run of on its 10th anniversary, if I recall correctly. Homecoming I did a single sitting playthrough of. For New Year's, not this past New Year's, but the New Year, not the New Year before either. Hold on, how long has it been? When did I do Homecoming? This past New Year's was Colonial Marines. Before that was Hunt Down the Freeman. So it would have been New Year's 2 years ago. 2 New Year's streams ago, I did a Homecoming run. And then I did Shattered Memories end of last year. So in terms of like the God, I hate your New Year's streams fiction. In terms of the, how to put this, less well-regarded mainline Silent Hill titles, aka oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. AKA the post-Team Silent era of Silent Hill games. Origins is the only one that I haven't done a second playthrough of, and there's a good reason for that. Origins is kind of a nightmare to try and stream. I'm gonna be entirely honest. In my usual way that I prefer to stream games, where I prefer to use, you know, your normal kind of like legitimate hardware for streaming games. Origins is kind of sticks out as like an absolute fucking nightmare for me to try and do that with. Homecoming and Downpour are both backwards compatible on newer Xboxes. I have no trouble streaming those. The Wii version of Shattered Memories, obviously I can play that on the Wii U. Wii U is super easy to stream from. Love the part of Silent Hill Origins where they start playing Proud to be an American during every story cutscene, specifically despite every streamer. No, it's not so much that. Origins has... There's two versions of Origins. The last time that I streamed Silent Hill Origins, years and years and years and years ago, I streamed the PS2 version, which is generally considered to be the lesser version of the game. This time around, we are going to be streaming the PSP version. Don't ask me any questions beyond that. But I was very kindly, I'm very thankful. Opal has set me up with a way to stream this game. Opal helped me with getting this game stream ready, and I appreciate Opal's efforts Hello, 12th Moon. Welcome. Thank you for the resub. Hingus. God, you said it. You fucking said it. Opal, Stellar Dog Opal, friend of the stream and housemate, assisted with getting this game stream ready, and I am so thankful. I'm playing Story 3. Hi. Hello. So I'm excited because, like, this isn't a game I get to play very often. I will, like, occasionally boot up Downpour just to do a run-through of it, or Homecoming, for that matter. Just to do run-throughs of them because, like, I just kind of have fun playing those. I accidentally turned my work computer on. God damn it. Fuck off. I'm not working today. This is bullshit. And more importantly, we got this game so stream ready that I'm going to have access to the extra options where I can turn off the fucking film grain. Because if you know anything about me, I absolutely fucking despise film grain in video games. Not for, like, it's... Film grain, when it's not like a natural grain, is so intrusive. You know? Like, it is an additional layer of artificiality. And I know that sounds so fucking... I don't know. I could not begin to, like, explain that in a way that doesn't make me sound like a pretentious shithead. But it is... I guess it's a nice way of saying it's immersion breaking, where it's just like, your artificial film grain is so fucking, like, shocking to my senses, because I know I'm not watching a movie. I know I'm not watching a movie. I know I'm playing a video game. The fact that you are putting movie film grain on a video game is bringing more attention to the fact that I'm playing a video game, and it bothers me so goddamn much. I don't like it. I don't like when games do it. I don't like when games force it. Silent Hill Origins won't let you turn off film grain unless you've beaten the game at least once. So the first time that I played this back on the PS2, I had to play through the entire game first so that I could unlock the extra options to be able to turn off the film grain, which then resulted in a very funny happening where, because the other thing about playing the game for a second time, like doing New Game Plus, the other thing about playing the game on New Game Plus is that you can get the bad ending for killing a certain number of monsters. And I killed too many monsters when I was streaming it. So I needed to restart the game from my last save point and be very, very careful about how many monsters I killed between that checkpoint and the end of the game, because it was like it was single digits. It was single digits over the limit. This sounds like a nightmare. Silent Hill. Welcome to Silent Hill. This is what we deal with. So hopefully we don't have to deal with that. Hello, Venom Lad. Welcome. I did miss you. Return to Silent Hill. I didn't watch that movie again in preparation for this. Realistically speaking, if I wanted to watch a movie to prepare for this stream, I would watch Silent Hill Revelations, because that's the one that Travis Grady shows up in. You can watch better movies. I have been watching better movies. I watched Nope the other day. I think I've earned a screening of Return to Silent Hill. I apologize. I had to ignore your streams and watch your VODs clips on low volume to avoid Deltarune spoilers. That's understandable. We are done with Deltarune Chapter 5 now, so we're purely in Silent Hill Blitz territory. On that note, let's get started, shall we? Literally, no, he can't. Kale does have a point. Yeah, we finished Chapter 5. It ruled. It was really good. This game contains images that could be considered violent or disturbing. Okay, everybody who is under 35 years old, look away. Also, thank you so much for not spoiling anything on socials. People did that day one, and I was so exhausted. The only thing that I think I've spoiled on social so far is an outfit and some very funny faces. And thus far, that's been it. I have tried to avoid anything extremely major.
Who'd I just pass there? That you, good buddy?
Treetop tall and wall to wall. Travis, you messed up son of a bitch. What you doing on my road?
Late on a gig, bud. I'm taking the shortcut past Silent Hill. Stopping for coffee.
These subtitles are out of sync, by the way. Just in case anybody's curious about that. Hello, Machine17. Welcome.
Man, a girl or two would go a long way. Sleep like a baby with a chick in your cab.
Guess I just don't meet the right girls, bud.
Maybe if you weren't always blabbering about losing your balance when you were young, how you don't even remember how, why.
Hey, chill. You don't see me bringing up your issues.
No need. My old lady keeps me fully informed of my feelings.
I want to say the most I've been spoiled has been Floridin. Floridin was in the first trailer, to be fair.
Any day now. See you around, Travis. Take it easy.
10-4. Catch you later, buddy.
They pushed Travis Grady so hard after this game. Like, he shows up in Homecoming, his truck shows up in Downpour. He was in Silent Hill Revelations 3D. I don't know why they were so obsessed with Travis Grady for the longest time. It was very strange. Like, he's supposed to be like the face of like the post-Team Silent Hill games or whatever. I remember some piece of art celebrating an anniversary milestone. I had him with the TV in his arms, and I just smiled. I have such an affinity for like the post-Team Silent era of Silent Hill games because that's when I got into the series. Like, Shattered Memories was the first game that I played from this era, and like I watched Let's Plays of this game. One of the first Let's Players whose career and whose work I ever, like, went out of my way to, like, follow with any sort of, like, intent, Voidburger, who is still making shit, by the way. Voidburger's still doing some cool stuff. Voidburger's Let's Play of this game, absolute goddamn classic. So one thing that I noticed starting this game up is that because I'm used to the way the PS2 game, the PS2 version looks, one of the first things I notice is that this looks like shit at high resolution. Like, it doesn't look good. Okay, first and foremost, extra options. Turn off that fucking noise filter. Oh my god. Shut up. And let's do walk by default. Let's ignore those. So here's our boy. Here's our boy Travis. Hi, Travis. Accolades Do they not know what kerning is? Ooh. Right, okay. Got that good-ass Yamaoka soundtrack. Alright, McGlynn, bring the heat.
Is it lonely where you are? Does the darkness know your name? Does mine? What's it like? Can you feel? She said her blood turns to ash. Laughing, Dad, do you know what you've done this time to me? Burning eyes, can't forgive you. Lonely moon drives on, and deep in me, your illusion, what you see.
Wish we could read the fake signs. Oh, well, hold on. Well, that one's broken, so we're not going to be able to read that one. You're never alone with a Hemingway. Oh, it's cigarettes. Remember cigarette advertisements?
Did you have that dream?
Did you already forget the Fruitopia machine?
You're receiving what you said.
Why does this guy look like David Whiteman, the
far.
whitest of men?
It's smoke. My God.
Ma'am? What are you doing over there? She looked like a bitch what believes in gyromancy. Okay, let's just gotta find our way through here. Can't go through that door. It's a bad door. It's not a good door. It's locked from the other side. Yeah, going up the stairs is probably a good idea. Yeah, who needs to go back downstairs? We'll just jump out a window. It's fine. Hello? Anyone in here? Kind of dealing with a lot of smoke inhalation. Rather not have to put myself through more of that. Oh, that's a nice picture. What a nice picture. What a nice photograph. Oh shit. A strange symbol. Looking at it makes my head hurt. I love what you've done with the place.
You're coming with me.
Anyone order the extra crispy 10-year-old? 7-year-old? How old is she? I don't remember. Sweet, my DoorDash got here. All that jostling has to, like, really hurt for Alessa. Like, if we're being so for real right now, she is being just, like, slung around at the moment. That cannot be comfortable. I'm sure that's the least comfortable thing. Well, I mean, true. True, it is also really hot in here. That also can't be great. Up in the air fryer for too long. This is your Uber. Let me burn. Well, who am I to refuse a request? We did it. She is very shiny. That's that PSP shine.
Safe now. Hey! Someone help her! Where is everyone?
If you hear me chewing, I have a Slopathan Joseph that I need to get through.
Silent Hill. What happened last night? That girl. Did she make it? They would have taken her to the hospital.
Bold assumption.
Coon Street. I need to see if she's okay.
She's over at Cunt Street. Okay, welcome to Silent Hill. So this is mostly one of the Silent Hill 1 maps. There's some additions here. Like, I don't think the Artoad Theater or the Cedar Grove Sanitarium or the Riverside Motel... Well, Riverside Motel might have been in there. Not all of those locations. This is a Silent Hill map of some time. Exactly. Like, it's mostly the Silent Hill 1 map, but it's not entirely the Silent Hill 1 map. So here we are, back at it again, in the Silence Hill. So, before we get started, let's talk about what we're going to be kind of, like, dealing with here in Silent Hill Origins, plot-wise. The first two outings for, like, post-Team Silent Hill, specifically Origins and Homecoming, have a very specific problem. There's a very specific issue that they have with how their plots are constructed. If you look back at Silent Hill 1 through 4, right? You can kind of see, like, where the focus of each game's, like, plot comes from. Like, Silent Hill 1 and 3, and 4, honestly though, not so much 4, but mainly Silent Hill 1 and 3, big cult focus. There is a little bit of, like, that psychological aspect to it with just kind of, like, a lot of the monsters from Silent Hill 1 being born out of Alessa's psyche, a lot of the monsters in Silent Hill 3 being born out of a combination of Alessa and Heather's psyche, but otherwise, the focus is the cult. Silent Hill 2, the focus is the psychological aspect, first and foremost. The cult doesn't factor in very much. There's a little bit of cult usage there with regards to sort of, like, iconography, what, like, for example, like, what the Pyramid Head's appearance being close to, like, the classic sort of, like, cult executioner in, like, a lot of, like, the old, like, photographs and art depicting the town in its early years. Silent Hill 4, I would argue, also kind of a big psychological focus centered primarily around Walter Sullivan. But also, obviously, kind of having, like, that cult leaning to it. Silent Hill Origins and Homecoming try to make their plots both cult-focused and psychologically focused. Origins more than Homecoming. Homecoming tends to err more on, like, the cult side of things, but does still try to do a lot of, like, the psychological stuff with it, and when we get back to Homecoming, we'll go over that. Origins, Morigins, the Horigins, exactly. I guess. Orpheus, Morpheus, Dorpheus. Words, different words that are strong and bad. So, if you eagle-eared viewers, may have picked up on something like that in that first, like, radio call that the game opens with. How much gyromancy do we have? I'm dog-eyed. Is that close enough? Yeah. Dog-nosed viewers may have noticed. No. So, because this needs to be an origin story for Silent Hill, specifically in the vein of, like, the plot of Silent Hill 1 and 3. Like, Origins, Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 3 form a full plot thread. One leads into the other. It has to have a cult focus. The cult needs to feature in a major way. And we're going to see the cult feature in a major way. Obviously, we've already seen that. We just rescued the fucking crispy charred Alessa from her burning building, which was not caused by an exploding boiler. But the game also tries to do a psychological thing. And again, there was some of that in Silent Hill 1 and 3, obviously. Because a lot of the monsters from Silent Hill 1 are born of Alessa's psyche. A lot of the monsters in Silent Hill 3, born from Alessa and Heather's psyche. But rather than have it be, like, Alessa focused, like it probably should have been, the psychological angle for Origins is based on Travis. So we're going to have, like, moments where we ping pong, like, very awkwardly between dealing with the cult shit, but then also dealing with Travis's specific damage as a character. But for now, let's get to that Obidol. We gotta go to the Opidol. Opidol this way. Whoa, hold up. Ah, fucked up. How did that happen? Anyway. Oh, God. Jesus fucking Christ. You can't do that to me. Ominous hum. Yeah, the city sure is slacking again. I think I'll call the council to complain later. Hello? I got the Hospital map. We got the Hospital map. Guy, we got a Hospital map. Oh. Just some magazines. I hate reading. It's locked. I used to work for the local council complaints. I mean customer service desk. Hello? Stairs. Stairs? Lock's broken. Can't open the door. Well, shit. Seems jammed. I can't open the door. Well, fuck. It's locked from the other side. God damn. Okay. Okay. Lock's broken. I can't open the door. It's locked. Some of the crazy stupid shit people call about, man. Listen, I work for customer service for a phone and internet company. This music is getting very loud. Ah, jeez. Fucking bumped into my goddamn pop filter. Hold on.
Hey, you a doctor?
Can I help you?
That fire last night.
Kaufman, you
The
son
girl
of a
who was
bitch.
burned. Is she here?
A girl? We've received no new patients in the last day or so. Was she hurt?
She was burned all over.
Are you a relative?
Sound hill, but there's a guy in the next room practicing
What did
drums
you
the
say
whole time.
her
Hello,
name was?
Audrey.
I don't know
Welcome.
her name. I was the one who saved her from the fire. She must have been brought here. Is there another hospital?
I'm sorry. Perhaps someone in reception could help you. I have urgent business to attend to. Goodbye.
Thanks, man. I want to ride the elevator. I want to ride the elevator. Let me ride the elevator. Why should he be the only one who gets to ride the elevator? That's bullshit. He's gone. Mysterious. What could it mean? Button. Guess I'll follow him. Didn't press any buttons. The lift just went. It do be like that sometimes. Oop. Oh man, I don't know if anyone can see that. So there's some weirdness with the flashlight, it would seem. That's probably fine. I think they've been disconnected. Good thing this man is a paid psychiatrist. Not in this universe.
Yes?
Hey girl, hey. How you doing?
Okay. What?
Oh, get the hammer! No, no, here we go. Oh shit. She's so shiny. Yeah, pound her live? Hot monsters pounded live on the shark stream. What? Who said that? Oh, wrong button. Ignore that. Interesting. It's a fucked up mirror. Why that mirror so fucked up? What's this? Preliminary diagnosis. 3rd-degree burns. Patient is unconscious. Something has prevented damage spreading to the internal organs. Tissue damage is limited to the epidermis and extremities of limbs. How is this possible? It could mean anything. There's something wrong with the mirror. The reflection isn't right. Why is the... You know what? I can see everything fine. Oh. Oh, hey, kid. Throw your flashlight shining through your torso. The gurney is stained with blood. Some of it still seems wet.
You're the girl from the fire. How did you... I'm seeing things. This ain't right.
You got that right. Scalpel. Okay, so real quick, before we continue, take a look at this. Oh, interesting. So this is what this is supposed to look like if you've got the noise filter on. It looks a lot more egregious on the PS2 version because like the screen just gets really wiggly and then it just snaps over. Oh, Twitch hate noise filter. This is why I turn it off. It absolutely fucking murders the bitrate. Breathe. I got some plastic lungs. Delicious. Finally, a meal. I got a health drink. Ma'am. Ma'am, don't do it. Ma'am, don't. Ow, fuck. Health drink. Man, I hate hospital food. So here we are in the Otherworld Hospital. So this is one of the more annoying mechanics in this game. You use mirrors to manually swap between the fog world and the Otherworld. Which means you have 2 maps to explore. Now, right now in Alchemilla, that's not maybe a huge deal, but, oh, we're getting raided. Hold on. Wait for it. Hello, Raiders! Welcome to the Shark Stream! Af, how you doing? My name is Gage, aka Acid Shark, and, oh, you got ads. Whoops. Acid Shark. Get out of here, Audible. I thought I timed that. I'm so sorry. Ad break ends in like 10 seconds. Hold on, everybody. Oh man. Okay, is everyone back? Are we good? Ad's over? I thought I timed that, and then the ads went, that's what you think, Faye. Okay, are we good? Clear from ads? Just checking before I launch into my whole, like, hi everybody, welcome, my name Acid. Ads released. You can't stop! Stop that! Jesus! Christ. Okay. Anyways, we'll go ahead. There we go. I'm free now, as with the mods. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, coming over from Celestial Aphelion stream. My name is Gage, aka Acid Shark. I'm warm. Why am I so warm? Why is it so warm in here? Our air conditioning's working today. I know that for sure. My name's Gage, aka Acid Shark. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and today we are starting. Okay, so I gotta give some context. There's a little bit of context. It's still 87. No, it's not. I gotta give a little bit of context about what's going on here. So, we are currently in the middle of Blitz season. There's a bunch of games that have been coming out over the course of the summer and into the early fall that I have been needing to either prep for or play. It started at the end of May, where we started our blitz through of the Star Fox series, up to the release of the new Star Fox game, and then once that was done, we played through all of Deltarune Chapter 5, and now we're in the middle of preparation for Silent Hill Townfall coming out at the end of December. A couple years back, prior to Silent Hill 2 Remake coming out, I did a full replay of Silent Hill 1 through 4, and I stopped there. So now, in preparation for Townfall, I am playing through all of the post-Team Silent mainline games before the major Silent Hill pause that lasted for like a fucking decade. So today, we're just starting Silent Hill Origins. And then we're going to be going into Silent Hill Homecoming, Silent Hill Shattered Memories. I did make a decision on that. I am going to be playing Shattered Memories again, despite the fact that I just played it again last year. How are you enjoying Origins so far? So this is my second time playing Origins, although the first time I played it was the PS2 version. And this time we're playing the PSP version. And I mean, I like Origins. I think in terms of Origins is like the last classic styled Silent Hill game. Are we doing a Naginata run at some point? I don't think you get a Naginata in this game. I don't think so, anyway. Naginata, that's what I'm into. Do I still have that up? Hold on. I don't think I have the Naginata art on in my stream anymore. I've got this still. What was I saying? Oh yeah. No Silent Hill though, I'm assuming. No, because I already played through every single ending of Silent Hill F on stream. I consider that game good and sorted at this point. Like we don't gotta run through Silent Hill F again. Just like we don't gotta run through Silent Hill 2 Remake again. But yeah, I like Silent Hill Origins as kind of like the last of sort of the classic styled Silent Hill games. Before like they started like playing with the structure and the mechanics more with Homecoming, Shattered Memories, Downpour. And then of course they like kind of pivoted back to that with like Silent Hill 2 Remake and Silent Hill F, but like in terms of like the original 8-game run, Silent Hill Origins shares a lot more DNA with the games that came before it than it does with the games that come after it. And I think that's neat. Moose is desperate to get out of the room. He is tearing up. That we have like a little thing under the doors that like block him from being able to like hook his paw under it and like kick at it with his feet. And he has just been tearing that up for like the last 5 minutes. I don't think he knows I have a Slopathan Joseph up here on my desk. But yeah, so we just did our first, Mayroon, thank you for the follow. We just did our first Otherworld shift and then killed this nurse here. She's probably fine. We're not going to worry about that. So now, we just gotta explore a little bit. Intensive care. So over here, something's blocking it. Deltarune Chapter 6, when you enter the Dark World. Poor nurse. She was, to be fair, she did stab us. I think in that context, oh man, this flashlight is not cooperating. The specific way that I am playing the PSP version of Silent Hill Homecoming is not giving me a lot to work with in terms of the flashlight. Here's a note. Parsons' note are obscured. Worry not. I have used the bullet to contain her power. No one will come to her aid. One of the 5 hide them. Protect them. Yeah, those shadow textures are being a little jank. Travis, get the egg. I got the golden egg. Egg. We love an egg here on the Shark Stream. Why do you think everybody comes here to watch me every week? What's over here? Looks broken. Wonderful grunty impersonation. Impersonating from Banjo. A TV! I got a portable TV. The classic Silent Hill Origins weapon. This fucking television. What do I got here? This heart of mine troubles me with its trembling. To still it, I have put fuck shit goddamn. Tune into the Shark Stream for constant egg gaming content. I'm gonna try and make egg coffee later. That's all I can think about. Egg coffee? What? This heart of mine troubles me with its trembling. To still it, I have put it on ice and locked it away. Remember, the 3 beauties who cause it to pump so are the key. Age before beauty. It's a medical icebox with a lock. Take a look. Yeah, right. I am also yeah, it's like an Italian thing. That probably makes sense. Yeah, you put the eggshell in the coffee to settle the grounds. You put an egg yolk and a crap ton of sugar in the cup. Oh, you put an egg yolk and a crap ton of sugar in the cup, whip it up real good, and then pour coffee over it. Interesting. Very weird, but interesting. Excuse me, ma'am. Oh, shit. No, my TV! I dropped a television. Okay, well now I'm just mad. Both intrigued and terrified. I can maybe fucks with it. Also, milk broth, but IDK if I will fucks with that. Sounds like a cheap tiramisu. Love having egg with dirt and coffee grounds. I'm so mad that I fucked up the television. I love doing in a mug crimes. Hammer. The fun thing about so Silent Hill Origins, as you can tell. Wait, what did you do with the TV? I was trying to get into battle stance, but I kept hitting left trigger, which just centers the camera behind you, instead of left trigger, I mean left bumper, instead of L1, I should say, considering I'm using a PlayStation controller. I kept hitting L1 instead of R1, because R1 is what you use to get into battle stance, whereas L1 just centers the camera. Over here. Nothing important, it seems like. There is a death mask on the door. Underneath is a plaque which reads, "Even the blind have need of eyes if they wish to gaze at the future." Gaze at the future, eh? Happy Pride. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Oh. Ow. Okay. Alcohol bottle. Here we go. So, weapon degradation. If it has a green plus sign like this, that means that it's in good condition. And every weapon has like a different level of like resilience. And then you have single-use weapons, which have that little like starburst graphic on them, like the alcohol or the portable TV. So they're very powerful, especially against living things, but you can only use them once. And I think you can throw them if you charge up your attack. There is an oval depression in the door. Underneath is a plaque which reads, "Even in this inferno, from out of the flames, I saw life born anew." I love the sauntering, going to the fridge at 2 a.m. mantra this guy has. Goldie. I think I'll grab my cross-stitching and do that while I lounge here and watch. Ooh, cross-stitching. That's fun. Okay, hold on. Items. My lucky quarter. It's in there somewhere. Some model lungs. They're in there somewhere. Golden egg. I used the golden egg. Egg. Fucking binging and bang. Okay, who in this hospital put a shoe in the laundry? It's my main art. Nice. I'm a writer. P.S. Read Wicked Game. You can find Wicked Game on my Blue Sky Acid X Shark. It's in the replies to my pinned post. My name is Alan Wake. I don't know if I should hold off on the Acid Shark Alan Wake lore for right now. Read Wicked Game. Have you put in your Twitch profile yet? I'm a little worried about putting in my Twitch profile. Alan Wake, you stop writing that friend fiction right now, so help me God. Having trouble with your anatomy class? Find that getting them out is much easier than putting them back in. Just remember this easy mnemonic. Inside Stevie, little Henry lurks. That's ominous. Jacket toggle. Boop. Hey, man. Inside Stevie, little Henry lurks. The cistern lid is loose. Remove it. I do want to. That mnemonic tells me nothing. We got a plastic liver. It's, inside Stevie, little Henry lurks. Intestines, stomach, liver, heart, lungs. It's about organs. Oh, health drink. This is my security alcohol bottle. Someone has written on the door, it says Amy 31. Okay, somebody remember that. Somebody remember Amy 31. Wait, no, I can just use the fucking my on-screen text thing because I'm not using it for Pank or Geekawilla anymore. 1 second. A plastic lung, just what I need for my alcohol. Amy 31. Oh, funny key. I got the staff lounge key. Nice. Get me out of here. I don't want to be in here anymore. Now it's unlocked. Where's the staff lounge? Oh, it's immediately to my right. But yeah, I have plastic liver cut. Don't worry about it. I have a writing project that I have been working on since November of 2024, and I started posting publicly in May of last year, called Wicked Game. It is a sex and violence fantasy story is the best way to describe it. That I mainly started because I was just like, I started it for 3 reasons. 1, I had a lot of adopted OCs lying around that I wasn't doing anything with. 2, I really wanted to write a fantasy story. 3, I wanted to make hornier art. Which I think is about as noble of a pursuit as anything. I am now up to over 86,000 words written for what I've put together. I am helping make the horny art. It's true. Audrey has been helping. Listen, it's horny, but it's good. You have written a goddamn novel. I have, in fact, written a goddamn novel. And I ain't done yet! And I love the world you made. I like... I like worlds. I like world builds. Just old textbooks, reports, and magazines. Nothing I need. But wait, there's more. I mean, noble pursuits for art, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna get this toaster. Funny key. I got the exam room key. Comment from Gabe. Ah, yes, fridge casserole novels, the best kind. Construction. As you know, the renovations to the upper floors have run into problems. The plumbing leak and substandard materials used have forced us to close off the third floor until further notice. We are reminded of the familiar adage, you get what you pay for. We now face 6 more months of winter, work, reducing our capacity for the coming year. We will have to cut spending on inpatient care and consultancy fees by 50%. Therefore, we ask doctors to refrain from committing patients and encourage home stays instead. Unless they're dying in your arms, don't book them in. Staff party! Worry not, the staff party is still on. Our recreation budget is locked away where no one can tamper. Everyone meet at Annie's bar at 8 p.m. on Friday. Alcohol, medicinal of course, and food will be free. Arrive early to grab a trainee nurse. They go quick. Oh god! Horny art becoming increasingly more punk in this bitch of a whirl. How did you pick up a toaster with a handful of emotional support alcohol? Carefully, Jesus. It's the 70s, baby! Nobody give a shit. Okay, let's... Seems jammed. Okay, oh god. Someone has written on the wall. It says... Hold on. Lucy... 23. I don't know. It was so weird. Gigawiwa 450. Oh shit! Hold on. I accidentally put my hat on. 1 second. I gotta remember which button this is so I don't accidentally strip down for no reason. There we go. All right. What was I saying? It's so weird because it's just like my whole initial like goal was just like I just kind of want to write something like I've tried writing hornier stuff before, full disclosure. It's not my strongest suit, so I tend to avoid it if I can. But like I hit a point where it's just like I want to try and like push myself more in areas that I'm like not quite as comfortable with, which isn't just horny stuff. It's also like action scenes and stuff like that. My real strength is dialogue, realistically speaking. But like action scenes, trying to keep like the flow of action like consistent and readable, hornier stuff, etc., etc. And it's just like, okay, I can use this as a springboard for that, and I started it in 2024. And then just suddenly, like, while I was, like, kind of gearing up to do all this, it's like the world went fucking nuts for whatever goddamn reason. And I'm just like, what? You guys can't do this to me right now. I just made this decision. You gotta, like, let me get, like, you gotta let me, like, do the shit first. Action scenes can be difficult on a good day. It can very quickly become body Jenga. I like imagining action sequences, just getting them onto paper. No, for sure. Like, the first, there's a lot of like early chapters for Wicked Game that I started like publishing publicly. Ones that I initially like shared privately with friends. Audrey was one of the ones who got to see like a lot of the stuff like really early. Audio Earth in chat, who's also a great artist. Check out Audrey's art. They've done like all of like the like character references that I have gotten for like the main cast, up to and including a very cute cat boy recently. But a lot of like the earlier chapters that I wrote kind of functioned as sort of like the pilot episode of Wicked Game. First and foremost being blood pumping, which is just in and of itself just a big action scene. And that was kind of like the reason that I wrote that to begin with, because it's just like, okay, an action scene with the kind of story that I'm writing is also a really good way to sort of like establish the characters, how they play off each other, what their sort of like role is within like the core group and everything. And I had a lot of fun writing it. And I felt like, and I got a lot of good feedback on it about how, you know, people really liked the flow of the action. They really liked the back and forth between the characters, the humor, etc., etc. So when I got that good feedback on blood pumping, I was just like, okay, I could probably stand to expand on this a little more. I think the next one I wrote was Failure of Negotiations, but the big one early on that I think is where I really started like kind of coming into sort of like doing the really good work in writing action scenes, plus like really cementing the characters, who they are, how they play off each other, was Matters of the Heart, where one of the main characters, I want to say nearly dies, but also death is kind of cheap in this world. So when I say nearly dies, I mean nearly dies in a very permanent way. But thankfully, doesn't play out that way. Where am I going? Where's the exam room? Oh, okay. Hold on, I'm going the wrong fucking direction. You too can meet a cute cat boy if you read Wicked Game. He's been very prominent in the last string of chapters. I say in the last string of chapters was like ever since like the end of last year. Alright, Travie boy, what we got around here? We've got... He's been prominent since you introduced him? You know. Considering he hadn't been in the story before that. There's a light box on the wall. Turn it on? Yeah. Someone has written on the x-ray. It says... Oh, that's readable. Where can I read these chapters? I am quite curious. You know what? I could probably just link... Hold on. Let me pull up my blue sky. And I will simply link the thread, which starts with some very good art from friend of the stream, Witchzilla. I did go there, but I'm also post-stream and my brain cells are bleh. No, I understand. So, that is the direct link to the thread. This is the part where we disclaim that Wicked Game is an 18+ story. True. Sarah. 19. That's not 19. That is 40 star. 1, 9. Sarah 4 star. Hello. Plastic intestine. Oh, they just gave me the intestine and the stomach in here. Nice. I'm gonna grab this typewriter. The funniest fucking thing about, like, the weapon degradation in this game is they don't give you a limit. They don't give you a limit on how many, I love the synopsis already. I'm glad you do. But yeah. That thread lists them out in the order that I wrote and published them. I kind of just, like, wrote sort of, like, distinct scenes with a couple, like, sort of, like, flashback-y chapters sprinkled in. And then around sometime last year, I decided, like, you know what? I'm going to, like, get into, like, proper sort of, like, plot developments. So that starts with Void Like Dark, Darkless Void. It'll be really funny if you catch up on Wicked Game before I do. Yeah, like I said, like we've mentioned before, it is at this point novel length. It is 86,000 words long. So it's a hefty read, and yeah, I haven't finished it yet. The last chapter that I released, which is Companionship and Interlude, which is a shorter chapter, just kind of like to bridge like the last major sort of like arc with what is going to essentially be the final arc of the story, leading to the end of it. And I don't know when I'm going to start the ending, because I'm taking a break because of that 86,000 words, like 17,000 were published just in June alone. And it's just like, that's a lot for me. I need to take a break. Oh, hold on. Document. To all staff, it is forbidden to enter my office unaccompanied until further notice. Dr. Kaufman. The power of Pride Month. I once finished a 33 chapter fic on AO3 in 3 days. Goddamn, nice. My wife Natalie also is a very big speed reader. And she's a better writer than me, I should say. God, I'll always remember when Natalie and I first started dating, she was really big into Undertale, because Undertale had just come out when around the time we started dating. Like, that was the year Undertale came out. I come back from Winders and see we've got Travis's customary enormous unwieldy throw-in jar. I also picked up a toaster and a typewriter, yeah. Welcome back, 17. I got so confused for a second. Emotional support alcohol. Yeah, 17, I did find a TV, but I fucked it up. Because that's my actual name. Yeah, no, this dude's Travis Grady. Let's get a look at him. There he is. Big push for Travis Grady in Silent Hill media. Got the emote and Monk Pants. Great only run of the week. I got the emote last week. I still need to get the minion, and I do want to try for the emote again so that I can give it to my wife. This man has a weak supply of truck stop pills for sure. What was I saying? I had a couple things I was getting through. Okay, let's work on it in order. So, Natalie being a better writer than me. When Natalie and I first started dating, it was the year Undertale came out, and Natalie got super into Undertale. She was a sans fucker. She still is, realistically speaking, but she ended up writing a fanfic that was a Reader X Sans fanfic that got into meta-narrative shit. And it is genuinely one of the best things I've ever fucking read. And she didn't get it. She never got a chance to finish it. But the reason that she didn't finish it is because when she started writing it, she had just started dating me. She had just come off of like a really bad relationship beforehand. So she was partially using it to work through a lot of those feelings. So she got to a point where she had managed to like grow past what she had dealt with prior to us dating, to the point that she didn't feel like she needed to keep writing the story to work through those emotions anymore. It's genuinely the best reason to not be able to finish a story. But straight up, fantastic fucking fiction that she wrote. Like, I cannot stress enough. Like, I love Natalie. I'm proud of what I've done with what I've written. Natalie is so much of a better writer than I am, by like a mile. Like, if you ever get the chance to talk... So Natalie, my wife Natalie, she's Ghosty Naps on Blue Sky. GHOSTIENAPS. She's currently working on art fight stuff. If you ever get the chance to like ask her to see her fanfic work or like get her like AO3, by all means do it. A lot of her more recent stuff is, oh, excuse me, Final Fantasy 14 fan fiction with her Warrior of Light. If your shit wasn't good, I wouldn't have reread the whole thing overnight the other day. And yeah, thank you. I'm not saying my stuff isn't good. I'm saying Natalie is better. So if you think my stuff is good, like, genuinely imagine, like, what her shit must be like. Okay, now say it in the Starwolf voice. My stuff is good, but hers is better. Or should I do new Starwolf voice? My stuff is good, but hers is better. I did go hee 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 out loud, thank you. I do gotta work on, oh, God, where was... I'm trying to remember. I think the box with the heart was in the other world. I do have to work on writer commentaries for all of the chapters that I wrote after the first Pride Month chapter. Also, I keep forgetting this was initially a PSP game and the PPSSPP interface is going to jump scare me more than the actual jump scares. Almost certainly. But yes, we love Natalie here. Me most of all, because I married her. More or less than the sudden loud piano hits. I gotta find that man's eyes. Piano in the washing machine. You did in fact marry that goat. I did. I'm amused. I'm sitting here watching you give Gabe my tech support writing brainworms in real time. It's 1 a.m. for them. This will likely not end well. I don't usually go full like shop talk unless I've like just like if it's my first stream after just writing something, I will usually go into like a lot of like talking shop writing wise. But like I said, I am trying to take a break now. Just because like again, 17,000 words over the course of 1 month is a lot for me, and I need to like relax or I'm gonna burn myself out. I'm gonna duck out. I got Kamen Rider to watch. Enjoy Kamen Rider. Look, Gabe and you will probably talk shop for hours. I can feel it in my bones. Okay, Age Before Beauty. 192331. Nailed it. Happy Pride, reclaiming NaNoWriMo. What? Maybe it's the other way around. Hold on. Maybe it's 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 9. There we go. Give me that plastic heart. I've still got, like, most of a Sloboth and Joseph on hand. Whoopsie daisy. Ah, shit! No, my alcohol! You must avenge your brother! Fuck! Go! my other bludgeoning junk. No, not the emotional support alcohol. No, we don't want that. I still have you, typewriter. Should probably. There we go. Oh, man. You know what I'm realizing? It's Anthrocon weekend. What am I doing? Let's see. There we go. Alright, now I think I need to shift back, don't I? Wait, fuck, how did I get in here? Right, I gotta go back to the stairs. Oh. Did you forget about the fursuit? Oh shit! Oh no! My typewriter! Stop breaking my shit! Travis getting too impatient and going, I'll just pay you for the work you have now. You're going to run out of weapons at this rate. It's okay, I've got... So... Because this is, this is a completed save, so, all of the, like, what's the word I'm looking for? All of the, unlockable weapons are on this file, and in addition to that, Travis can also use his fists. One of 2 Silent Hill protagonists that can do that, in fact. It's really just him and Murphy. Okay. Where the hell was that body? I think it was in the exam room, wasn't it? Okay, let me see here. Inside Stevie, little Henry lurks. Inside Stevie, little Henry lurks. Oh, God. The doll's eyes have opened. Mine now. I got some glass eyes. Travis is looking at something. What are you looking at, man? But yeah, if you do end up reading Wicked Game, let me know what you think. I always enjoy hearing if people are enjoying my stuff. No alcohol, no writing, no TV. Man, they're not letting you have anything. This hospital is strict. Also back again. Oh, fuck! You startled me. Okay, where is... I think the eyeball man is upstairs, if I recall correctly. Oh no, he's right here. slapped some eyeballs in this man. A pair of glass eyes taken from the anatomy model in the exam room. Oh god. Travis out here getting doggy growl inspiration from the nurses. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Scalpel. You gotta stab him in the butt, that's the weak point. Little known fact about nurses? She's been cut open and her eyes are missing. What kind of monster could have done that? I mean, technically speaking, we did. That's on us, sort of. I must be an RN. Hello, Ion. What? The lying figure from Silent Hill 2. You're very loud. Oh shit. You're very shiny too, actually. Oh shit. Scalpel. Oh, fuck. Fuck, damn it. Fuck. Ah, I fucked it up. Oh, shit. Fuck is this? I got the future piece.
What is this?
Oh, hey.
You. What was that thing? This isn't happening.
Are you okay? Sorry, did I startle you? My name is Lisa. I'm a trainee here. Are you waiting for someone?
No. No, I'm just... Well, I'm done here. Name's Travis. Nice to meet you, Lisa.
You sure you're okay? You look a little shaken up.
How can you tell?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. To be honest, I've been a little off all day. I was in a fire last night. I think it boiled my brain a little.
The fire in the business district? How awful. I heard about that. No one knows how it got started. And that poor girl, Alessa Gillespie, to die like that.
Alessa? She died?
Yes. Sorry, did you know her?
No. But... never mind.
Well, I have to run. Dr. Kaufman wants to meet me over at Cedar Grove Sanitarium, and he'll be mad if I'm late. Maybe see you around? Take it easy, Travis.
You too, Lisa.
Lisa Garland, everybody. All right, I gotta be right back. Hang tight, and I will return. Oh, there I am. Hello, I'm back. Okay. Whew. Sorry about that. All right, so. Now you might be thinking, vis-a-vis what the next steps are for our good friend here, Travis Grady, decked out in fursuit as he is. He has heard that the girl that he rescued the night before tragically passed in the time between when he got her out of that burning building and now. Despite the fact that he seems to be seeing some sort of like strange, creepy-looking child wandering about and traveling through mirrors into a hellish otherworld. I'm gonna up the gain on my mic here real quick. Now, bro, I left for like an hour. Why the frick are we at Detroit's Anthrocon? Well, because I remember that it was Anthrocon weekend. I'm just like, oh, I should put Travis Grady in the fursuit. That's right. So you may be sitting there thinking, what reason do we have at this point to continue our journey into Silent Hill? Because realistically speaking, there isn't one. And this is, admittedly, a pretty major criticism of this game, and has been for some time. Travis Grady doesn't really have a reason to continue. Not like a good one. Like, there's weird shit happening, but genuinely, there's nothing so far that's happened that would put him in a state of mind to continue investigating. If anything, it should put him in a state of mind to be like, well, that's too bad. Guess I'll leave. Which isn't to say he doesn't have reasons to stay. We're going to be seeing throughout this narrative that, yes, Travis Grady does have genuine reasons to be exploring Silent Hill, mostly related to the psychological angle that this plot also tries to work into the cult angle. But, like, the primary thing of just, like, when he wakes up on that bench in Silent Hill, his first thought is just like, oh man, what happened to that girl last night? They'd probably take her to the hospital. He goes to the hospital, some weird shit happens, and he meets someone who finally tells him, oh yeah, you know, that girl died. And he's just like, oh. And she's just like, anyways, I gotta go meet Dr. Kaufman over at Cedar Grove Sanitarium. He'll be mad if I'm late. And she's... I don't know why Lisa Garland is talking like that. This game does not treat Lisa Garland well. I'm gonna be honest. One of my favorite characters from Silent Hill 1, probably one of the most tragic characters in, like, all Silent Hill, if we're being entirely real here. I have seen this game described as tantamount to character assassination for Lisa Garland. Regardless, so Lisa Garland telling us that she needs to meet Dr. Kaufman at Cedar Grove Sanitarium is intended to be our signal to go to Cedar Grove Sanitarium. We don't really have a better reason to go, other than the fact that Lisa Garland said that she and or Dr. Kaufman were going to be there. Again, this is just kind of like a pretty common sort of like criticism of this game, that just like the reasons for like why Travis continues to stay in Silent Hill doing various Silent Hill activities are not particularly good. Hello, Af. Welcome back. Someone locked the door. I'll have to find another way out. Well, dip. Okay. Where's there another fucking exit? Oh, do I only get 2 floors here? Okay, hold on. I'm seeing an exit down this way. Looks like the back door. Swap to the mobile. Nice. Mobile internet. Incredible technology. Mysterious wind. What? Who said that? I would like to leave the hospital. I would like to leave the hospital. Now it's unlocked. to take a screenshot of that real quick, because that's very funny. Normally I'm usually not still around this late, so it's a bit of a rare treat. Oh. I'm honored to be worthy of staying up late. Why they got barbed wire around the hospital? That's concerning. I like that the fursuit has pop pads. That's so fun. Oh, shit. It's nice getting to enjoy your company. The roles, they have been reversed. Okay, so we gotta go over to Cedar Grove Sanitarium. So I'm going the wrong way, in point of fact. So now we're going to be having to deal with monsters populating the streets of Silent Hill. In order to make sure that I don't get the bad ending, I'm probably going to try and avoid, like, open air conflict. Stuff when we're inside environments and, like, having to deal with dudes in the fucking close quarters is probably going to be free game in terms of I'm going to kill everything. Alright, so let's see. Nope. Don't want to deal with that. Origins also likes to do this thing of just like, hey, here's a boss character. This boss character is now just an enemy. Like, it's going to do that. I think these characters in the context... So, obviously, what we're being chased by right now is essentially the Silent Hill 2 lying figure, but I believe in this game they're called straitjackets. Because, you know. Left turn. Let's try that. Oh. I guess the hidden modifiers. Hold on. Energy drink. Eep! Oh wow, they are persistent. Sick sidewalk surge. God. I haven't had surge in years. I do have a Monster Energy with me though. A caffeinated drink with a kick. I sometimes drink these on long drives to keep me awake. It's called Power Plus. Also, forgive me if my jokes are unwelcome. They're completely innocent. I swear my phrasing is just horrible at times. Don't worry about it. You're good. I say way worse things on purpose, so don't even worry about it. When you're trying to make it back to your room, but everyone wants you to go to the rave. I wish... So... Everybody sucks at words all the time forever. It's true. As much as I'm making the joke, it's just like, oh, it's Anthrocon weekend, I should wear the fursuit. I wish, genuinely, I wish I was more, like, familiar with, like, common, like, FurCon stuff, that I could, like, make jokes about that during, like, this whole chunk where I'm using the fursuit. I have never been to a furry convention in my life. Not for lack of want. Lord knows I want to go to one. I want to go to like any con, like recently. All my local they're not great. They're small cons, generally speaking, that are nearby me, and it's just like, hey. I saw a flyer for a small local anime convention that invited a sex pest, so that was great. Gage just said far, 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 far worse, like Giga Wibble. You leave Giga Wibble alone. I feel less anxious now. Thank you. You're welcome. On that note, Machine 17, you've been to FurCons, right? Can I leave the FurCon jokes up to you? We'll go to MFF together. I would like that, genuinely speaking. Machine 17, can you make furry convention jokes in my stead? While we're wearing the fursuit? No, you can't, and I've only been to 2. Let's go! You know what? Fair. Okay. So, rapidly running out of directions to go in. Maybe if I continue down Cielo Avenue, over to Low Street. So I gotta turn around and head right. Or is it turn around and head? It's turn around and head left. I just noticed the suit has beans. Yeah, it does. It's got paw pads. Oh, good. Another guy to just chase me endlessly, I guess. That's fine. I'm not even mad about it. Get low. To the window. To the walls. Boucher. Honestly, aside from the horrible anxiety breakdowns during last day sketchbook swaps, they were lovely times. Ah! Meat! Oh man, we went to a brunch buffet at a Mexican restaurant today. Absolutely fucking delicious. Hello. Meat hook. Health drink. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you here before me? Oh, hey, it's Pyramid Head's understudy. Yeah, that's cool, man. You do you, I guess. So that's the butcher. The butcher, the butcher, bleh. The butcher is the first in a long line of Pyramid Head likes. That not only did this game series kind of descend into between the butcher in this game, the boogeyman in Homecoming, the boogeyman different in Downpour, and then I would go so far as to say the Keeper in Evil Within, though I adore the Keeper. I love the Keeper. I have a plush of the Keeper on a shelf. It seemed like every single horror game in this vein needed a Pyramid Head. Just as like this singular, imposing, marketable monster character. Gotta love how he stabbed that thing with a completely blunt object. No, he used the sharp edge of the cleaver. It is called the Great Cleaver, by the way, to evoke the imagery of Pyramid Head's great knife. This is awful. She's been cut almost in half. Energy drink in the meat. Masahiro Ito's descent into embitterment. Anyways, don't worry about the butcher. We're not gonna have to deal with the butcher for like another hour and a half in this game, I'm pretty sure. Look at the size of this fucking van. Anyway. So that puts us on Toluca Avenue, which should give us a clear line of sight to Cedar Grove Sanitarium. Not line of sight. Path to Cedar Grove Sanitarium. Ooh, listen to that, though. Oh, that's nice. God, I don't remember when he was like, I fucking wish I never designed Pyramid Head. I also don't remember when he said that, but I remember him saying that in point of fact. Target pistol ammo. That poor man. So one thing that we've kind of been running up against here is that you may notice that the enemies seem to be very persistent. Someone has written on the ticket, "She's asleep now." Cool, man. Thanks. That's helpful. Enemies are very persistent in this game, which is kind of a problem for Silent Hill specifically. One of the things about like the original run of Silent Hill games is just like avoiding enemies was just as much of a viable strategy as fighting them was. And once you got to a certain point, they did just kind of like stop chasing you, right? But hey, whoa. Oh, it's Carrion! Carrion, how you doing? It's like a weird, gross cow carcass with a deceptively long leap. I'm gonna grab this toolbox real quick, or a crate. I don't like Carrion. So the issue in this game with the enemies being very persistent is that it really pushes you into the fight half of fight or flight, which kind of fucks with the whole, like, strategy of, like, do you fight or do you run away? Where it's just like, no, the game is just like, no, fight, idiot. Got a wrench. Got a health drink. Who told you you could run away? Get in there. It's a very similar thing with Homecoming, although way, way worse in Homecoming. Actually, I don't know if I would say it's worse than Homecoming, because at the very least, Homecoming doesn't have an ending that is dependent on you killing, like, a certain number of monsters. A bad ending, dependent on you killing a certain number of monsters, and then throw every single monster it can at you with, like, a clear implication that, hey, you should be fighting them. Whereas if I were to stop and fight every single monster in the goddamn street in this game, that wouldn't be very good for this playthrough. I would get the bad ending. I don't want to get the bad ending. At most, I want to get the UFO ending and the good ending. And hopefully the UFO ending isn't, like, horribly out of sync and broken in this playthrough, like it was when I did the PS2 version. I swear to God, I'm going to read everything that's being put in the chat. I just need to, like, actually get in some place where I'm not under siege from, like, 15 fucking monsters. I cannot take them in a fight or otherwise. But I do also want to explore this area and pick up items. No worries, you lock in. I just happened to glance over and see that one. I promise I'm not ignoring anybody else. And specifically, I promise I'm not ignoring you, Machine 17. I know you put a lot in the chat. I just need to... This is a big area. Oh, there's a straitjacket. Okay, let's loop back around. Oh, let's not deal with these guys. Oh, let's go, Travi. All right, we're good. We're good. Back at it again. Take another screenshot of that. She's asleep. The window's cracked. Her favorite music is playing, and she's got snacks and water. We gave you TVs for a reason. Like, knowing what I know, the game pushing you the way it does kind of fits, but also I don't know if I trust the team to do theme gameplay integration that well. Nah, not at all. What's over here? Is that a candied bar? Are these ashtray models like half finished? Is anybody else noticing that like the polygons just kind of end on the left side of that one? The one right next to my head. Oh, that's much better. Wait, did that fix the... No, it didn't fix the flashlight thing. There's nothing of interest on the counter. No, there's like a candy bar right there. Come on, Travis. Travis, it's a Mr. Feast Beastable. Get in there. Something's blocking it. I can't open the door. So do you remember how I said that, like, the whole mechanic of... The whole mechanic of giving you two different versions of a particular environment to explore with the manual swapping between the fog world and the other world kind of has the potential to be a little overwhelming. Like, obviously in Alchemilla it wasn't a huge deal. I got a baton, by the way. In Alchemilla it wasn't a huge deal. Because Alchemilla, we only really were using, like, 2 floors. It's, it's a little bit of a bigger deal in the sanitarium. As you can see. There's a lot. And we have 3 floors to worry about. We have 3 floors of this. And there's going to be an Otherworld version. Now, if I recall correctly, they get around this by, like, just large chunks of it just being completely inaccessible. If I recall correctly. I may be totally wrong. Hello. Status report, 3/12/1960. Patient, Mrs. Age 34. Examining doctor, Dr. Harris. Notes, patient continues to harbor strong fantasies and a violent persecution complex. Her moods can swing from calm to violent aggression in a short time, which has led to her being moved to the seclusion wing. She becomes particularly violent during the occasional visits from her husband, demanding that she be allowed to see their child. We have taken the precautionary step of adding epilinium to Mrs. medication to prevent her violent outbursts. I don't like having to sedate patients, but when she is aggressive, is as much of a danger to herself as to her visiting husband and staff. And the staff. Fucked up if true. That sound in particular reminds me of Half-Life 2. A wheelchair. Never needed to use one of these myself. Good for you, I guess? I adore how absolutely sharp the redaction line is compared to the hyper anti-alias's actual font. Ma'am?
You were at the fire. I saw you there.
Of course you did. That was my house, burning. My daughter, Alessa. You were the one who saved her.
Yeah. She was your daughter? Why did you leave her? Why did no one help? You all left that girl to burn.
So we did. The world is stranger than you think.
You're crazy. What happened to her? Lisa said she was dead.
Alessa is with those who care for her.
Travis, don't piss her off. She knows
Do not trust her,
gyromancy.
Travis. She does not know what she is doing.
How do you know my name? Hey, answer me. They're all crazy.
Travis, be careful. She'll spin in a circle and tell the future. The mental hospitals in Silent Hill games always creep me out horribly. So, it's on your chest with the free hugs tag, Travis. So, okay. I forget specifically which playthrough it was. Super Best Friends. It was a two best friends playthrough of a Silent Hill game where they discussed the fact that there are 3 hospitals in Silent Hill, one of which is a sanitarium, which is what we're in right now, which is a different thing. A sanitarium is not strictly a hospital. It's more of a facility that was set up during like times of like plague or epidemics, usually specifically to quarantine those who are infected, I believe. Like, we're talking like Spanish flu and shit like that, right? But almost every single hospital in Silent Hill eventually becomes some kind of mental institution. So they have 3 asylums and no hospitals. What's the conclusion that was ultimately reached? I forget which one. It has been so long since I've like gone back and like really watched old Two Best Friends stuff. That says quite a lot about their medical care system. Yeah, it's bad. It's not good. My favorite little Silent Hill hospital thing, however, is that in every single Silent Hill movie, Silent Hill, Return to Silent Hill, and or Silent Hill Revelation, and Return to Silent Hill, each one of them features Brookhaven Hospital. But every time it's a different Brookhaven Hospital. Feels like a SimCity ass. It still has healthcare score, but it's cheaper than actual hospitals. Hello, Andromeda Draco. Andromeda Draco? One of those. Is it a long A or a short A? And am I winning? You tell me. I think I am. I can't look at it. Anyway. She went this way. Draco Plan works. Also, does this mean every ending is the dog ending? I guess technically. Travis got that dog in him, so realistically speaking, any ending is the dog ending. I'm gonna pick this up. This is like a crowbar. It's a tire iron. It's not a crowbar. Target pistol ammo. Target pistol ammo. Squidwivel. I don't have time to read all of these. Not with that attitude. Oop. Oh. These flashlight glitches are killing me here. Like, what is that? Oh, wait, hold up. Fuck yeah. Listen, Natalie and I had to, like, get a lot of medical equipment for some of her, like, at-home stays and, like, when she would get, like, infusions and stuff like that. Drip stands could probably fuck you up, actually, if someone hit you with one. Those things are actually kind of heavy. I want chocolate ball. Give me Mr. Beast. Fuck. But yeah, thank you for dropping by. Appreciate you. Alright, let's take the stairs. Yeah, that's fine. Up or down? Up or down? Let's go down. Let's go down. I'm finding a lot of ammo, but no gun. Wrench. Feaster Measts Beastabers. I've still got that fuck-ass Mr. Beast toy that I have not bothered opening. Because I found out that, like, all of the toys that he's created are just built around, like, reveal mechanics. I'm just like, I will deny this thing its purpose. Silent Hill is my fave series. I forgot how enjoyable it is to just vibe to. Oh, it's great. I fucking love these games so goddamn much. Strange as it is to say given horror game. Oh. Hello, sir? I'd prefer if you didn't. Ow. Ow. Jerk. Ow. Jerk. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm getting, like, stun locked here. Which one is your fave? Oh, that's a big question. Stun lock him back, it's only fair. So that's actually, oh man, okay. Excellent question, excellent question. In my heart of hearts, I have a deep affinity, genuinely speaking, for Silent Hill Downpour. And part of that is that was the first new Silent Hill game released after I had, like, actually gotten into the game, or gotten into the series. Like, the first game that I ever played in the series properly was Shattered Memories. But the very first, like, new release that came out was after I got into the series was Downpour. And I have a lot of affinity for Downpour. Downpour does some interesting shit in it that, like, I feel like people don't give it a lot of credit for. With that in mind, Silent Hill 2 is obviously a classic. All of the originals are, including Silent Hill 4. I would say, like, oh god, in terms of just raw vibes, Silent Hill 4 is, like, kind of the unsung, like, peak of, like, the original series. Like, a lot of people get caught up on Silent Hill 2 being just, like, an absolute classic of a game, and it 100% is. And Silent Hill 1 is great, Silent Hill 3 is great, but there's just the again, raw vibes of Silent Hill 4, I think, are unmatched, quite frankly. Even if it has, like, some kind of annoying mechanics. What with the ghosts? Silent Hill F is fantastic. I had so much fucking fun playing Silent Hill F, as is clear from the fact that I played every single ending on stream. Silent Hill 2 Remake was a lot of fun to play through. I thought I was very surprised how good of a job Bloober Team did, especially considering that their last game I had played before that one was The Medium, which is an absolutely abysmal experience. Oh, this is a bad room, actually. This is a very bad room, in point of fact. Excuse me, ma'am. Something's blocking it. Nope. Oh, shit. This is not a good place to be. Markiplier? Hold on. I can see something metal inside through the window. Oh, woo. Out of use. In light of the recent accident, I am barring the use of the iron lung equipment. This applies to all staff, including senior nurses. Patient deaths during therapy are not to be treated lightly. I find it hard to believe that someone could accidentally overload every valve on the equipment, and so, until the inquiry has concluded, I must assume the equipment itself is at fault. These precautions are essential. We owe a duty of care to all of our patients, even the difficult ones. Dr. Harris. 4 is very good. A lot of people hated it when it came out, believe it or not. It was the underdog, more beloved later on than it was initially. You still get a lot of people these days that, like, look at 4, like, as being just kind of like the lesser of the original series, unfortunately. But, like, I want to say, so the last time, so I've played through 4 twice on stream. The first time that I played it on stream was my first time playing through it all the way. And then the second time was just me just playing it. I want to say I used a guide heavily for the first playthrough, but I think I did the second playthrough just based on, like, my own recollection and just kind of, like, generally feeling it out. But yeah, I'm 100% a 4 defender. Big fan of 4. Just like the number in general. Director's office. Are you open? Something's blocking it. Can't open the door. Fuck. Office. Gotta go prep. Have fun, Hefton. I'm gonna try. SD. Strong Dad. Nope. Okay, so the archive's locked. I think it was locked from the other side. Alright, so I guess we'll just head back towards storage. Have a good one, Alls. Appreciate you stopping by. I have to admit that I love how fucking goofy Homecoming is. Like, 100%. Genuinely speaking, I love every single game in the series for one reason or another. I love how fucking goof-ass Homecoming is so much. That game is so bad. And I say that lovingly. Oh! Oh, shit. 2 bottles. Thank you. Thank you. Good shit in storage, clearly. I've heard so many things about Homecoming and that it's so bad it's good, like meme of the series. I've not had a chance to play it yet. Well, good news is I'm going to be playing it immediately after this, once this game is done. I have played that game twice on stream. My first playthrough, I have, like, such fond memories of my first playthrough of that game on stream because, a prominent Silent Hill Let's Player, BobVids, joined me for... BobVids has actually joined for a few streams. He joined me for one of the Silent Hill Homecoming streams back when I streamed it the first time. He joined for one of my streams of The Medium because he is a well-known hater of that game. And then he also joined me for a Silent Hill 3 stream. And I appreciate him so goddamn much for joining me for those. Silent Hill Homecoming was actually one of my... So, every year for New Year's, I do a stream where I play through a game in its entirety, just kind of like on stream, beginning to end. And 2 years ago, I did Silent Hill Homecoming for that. That was a lot of fun. So I've played that game twice on stream now. And I am very excited to play it again because that game, oh, that game's a train wreck. And what makes that game like even more fun is like when you get to learn about like the lore of that game's existence, like the behind the scenes shit. Like how it was supposed to be this massive like lore crossover event. Now I've said that, and that may startle you, and you may be scared of that concept. None of the shit that was supposed to happen in that game actually made it into that game. But it is extremely fun to like learn about and talk about, like all the like bullshit that they had planned to do with that game. And oh, I am so excited to be able to explore all that again. Hey, what's this? Dr. Harris, our magpies have been at it again. This time they swallowed the damn keys for archives in the basement. Don't worry. Gary has taken Mr. Magpie to the TB ward, and I'm taking Mrs. Magpie to the hydrotherapy. We'll make them spit the keys out. This job would be great if it weren't for the patients. Clem. That's a Clem-ass voice, for sure. I hear chattering. It's locked. Why do I think those aren't birds? It's probably the suspicious quotation marks. The West Solarum. Hey, guys. I would like this gun that they keep giving me ammo for. Not that I necessarily need a gun right now. I do have, like, the gun. Oh, hey. This is a fucked up doll. I got the target pistol. Anyway. Oh. I got a filing cabinet. So this thing holds 6 shots. More than enough to kill anything that moves. I'll get back to Metal Gear one day. Day room locked. Only night room available. Okay, hold on. So what do I actually have access to right now? Female hydrotherapy. Gotta get to female hydrotherapy. And the TB ward, I think the TB ward's where we had the iron lung. The TB ward is where Markiplier is. Items. So where do I go then? Let me think. I'm going to double check the West Alarm real quick. I feel like... Did I miss something in there? What the fuck? Oh, more ammo. Fucked up doll. You know what I think? I think I do need to go to the TV ward and see if I can fuck with that iron lung a little bit more. I think that's the way to go. Okay, so we just need to... And now I can go ham on these nurses. Okay, where's the last one? Ma'am? 1 second. Ah, much better. I think if I'm wearing the dog suit, the bloody footprints should be paw pads. I'm just saying. It makes sense to me. Okay, now it said something about overloading shit. So let's see if we can't overload shit. Oh, hold up. Looks like the control panel from the iron lung. Take a look. Yes. Do not expose a patient more than oh god, I can't read any of that. Pressure, this will blow the safety valve. Do not attempt for 4. Have fun. Yeah, okay. There we go. Something got spat out of the iron lung. Tee. Basement key. Cool. Yeah, I would love to go to the fucking basement. That sounds like a great time. Oh, hey. I wonder if they're mad that I killed everybody else in here. It's probably fine. I'm sure they don't mind. Excuse me. I don't want to waste too much ammo. As fun as it was. Yeah, I do enjoy finding like things to like about just kind of like all of the entries in the series, even the ones that are just like generally not like, thought of quite as well. Cool. Love that for me. That is that a hole in the ground? No. It's just weird void. Okay. That's cool. Back at it again in the basement. I want to play more entries in the series, honestly. I didn't get the chance to play the later ones. What's unfortunate is that a lot of the later ones are like a little bit more difficult to like actually. Oh, it's a grate. Some of the later ones are a little bit more difficult to like. Yeet! Oh, that was terrible. Ow, fucker. Fuck, ow. Sorry. Origin's the last one I got to, and the rest slipped out of my fingers. I did get to enjoy the SH2 remake of the SHF, though. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I was really surprised at how much I enjoyed the Silent Hill 2 remake. I was very pleased that Bloober Team did a good job. Like, way to go, guys. You did it. Proud of y'all. And then they did Chronos the New Dawn, and that was fine. I enjoyed Chronos the New Dawn. I don't want to go this way. I don't want to go this way. And then, of course, yeah, Silent Hill F is a fucking phenomenal video game. Some of the later entries in the series are a little bit more difficult to get a hold of these days. Like I said, the first time that I played Silent Hill Origins on stream was the PS2 version, and I had a PS2 that I like rigged up with like an AV to HDMI converter. It looked like shit. It sounded like shit, unfortunately. But I played through it. And this time we've got the PSP version. Completely legitimate. Green water. Looks like a sewage outflow. All the sewage from the pipes drains down here. Stinks to high heaven. Honestly felt like what the PS2 Silent Hill 2 would have been if they had the means at the time. It was super well done and elaborated on. It was. I do feel that there was some stuff that I feel like they maybe made it a little bit more overlong than they should have. Like, I already wasn't a huge fan of the Labyrinth, honestly, and they made the Labyrinth so much more difficult to deal with in that game. Like, there was a lot of padding, it felt like, in some of the areas. But that being said, there was a lot of neat stuff that they did, and I can't deny that it was a very, very good experience overall. Where the fuck does this game want me to go? I would say in terms of like, ow, fucker. Ow, shit. Oh god, I'm in trouble. Hold on. In terms of the games that you're probably, I would say, are going to be the more difficult ones to like really kind of get your hands on for like playing through them, I would guess it would probably be just Downpour, honestly. Downpour isn't available like digitally anywhere, and I think that's because of like licensing issues. It was the same sort of thing that hit Alan Wake at one point, where because Alan Wake uses a lot of licensed music, there came a point where like all of their licenses for that music expired. But, you know, Alan Wake is a cult classic, so, like, they were able to renegotiate that and get everything back up on... Not only get everything back up on, like, various storefronts, but also, still get to use... Just an old rusty fuse box. Get to use all of that licensed music for when they did the big remaster. Prior to Alan Wake 2. Silent Hill Downpour is not quite as, like, well-regarded or a huge, priority for Konami, exactly. So, it is not quite as likely to, get the sort of, like, second chance in terms of, like, the licensed music that it uses. It's locked from the other side. This door is locked from the other side. I could always try and grab a mortal by the ankles if they get lost in the Feywilds and shake them until video games fall out. It's how I've gotten all my games so far. Fair enough. The Xbox 360 copy, or the Xbox 360 version of Downpour is going to be your best bet, I would say. Or the PS3 version, but obviously with the PS3, if we're talking getting the game properly, the 360 or the PS3 version are your best bet. 360 more so just because like the PS3's got that whole thing where like you have to do a fucking blood sacrifice in order to get it to work on like capture cards and shit like that. You do have a 360, hell yeah. So if you can get a 360 copy, one thing that's pretty lucky about Downpour specifically is that it is backwards compatible on like newer Xboxes. So like I've got a Series X, so that's still able to play Downpour. The general Sony experience these days. One second, ma'am. You know what? Anyway. Female treat. The female treat room. Are there any women in chat who can confirm with me if this room is full of treats for y'all? Well, laser to the face was highly effective. You could say that again. Do girls like this? As a she-they, I think I would need treats to be convinced to enter. Oh. What's up? Joke's on you. Females are always treats. Treats to the world. Women light up the world. That's why it's called broad daylight. Sorry. Okay. Jesus Christ. I gotta continue. Some rusty scales. I don't need to know how much I weigh. Why? Funny save point. This hydrotherapy bath must be broken because the water is boiling. There's a key at the bottom, but there's no way I can reach it without scalding myself. Travis, don't we have a meat hook on hand? Hold on, do I have a meat hook on hand? 1 second. We do! Girl, use the meat hook! There's a drainage control here. Should I press the button? Yeah. I'm not sure what I expected. Well done, Travis. We did it! We flushed the key. That's actually, like, you are supposed to do that. Oh, fuck. I don't want to switch to the other world yet. I don't want to do it. No, fuck off. Stairs. I have messages on Discord. 1 second. Oh shit! Delicious in Dungeons Season 2 in October 2027. Sick. Apparently it was just announced at Anime Expo. Shout out to all my Delicious in Dungeon fans. Looks like Senshi panty shots are back on the menu. All right, let's go. We'll just have to deal with that big weird shadow. Howdy, y'all. I didn't know Silent Hill had furries. Hello, Necromancer Kobold. It is Anthrocon weekend, so we're just being festive. We gotta go to the pipe room, where that key would have ended up. Or the key should have ended up here? Ah, damn. Okay. Well, guess the key must have gotten stuck somewhere. Let's-a go. Back up to the Toost floor. Oh shit, wait, this is the wrong Toost floor. I hope all my fellow Americans are having a nice 4th. I'm having a nice, normal Saturday where there's nothing special going on. As one does. Okay, now we gotta get to the proper Toost. By running down this creepy hallway with the weird shadows on our fucking flashlight. Most of him celebrating is sharing baddies and bikinis. As is your God-given right. Whoop. Here we go. The proper Toost. that guy. Into the mirror we go. Oh, horrible doll. Thank you for the ammo, though. I love when Yamaoka puts a little skitter on the soundtrack. Like, this music got bugs in it. Excuse me. Oh, lock's broken. Don't mind me. Wait! Redemption. Hiya! Gotcha, bitch. Oh, you took that really well, actually. Emotional support alcohol returns, and it's gone. But it did its duty. That's what's important. I may have a problem with many of Silent Hill, but Oka's tracks are really nice. They are. I've got a lot of wrenches. Let's pull out a wrench. Let's beat things with wrenches. Ah! That's what you sound like. That's a noise you make. Ow, fucker. Act. I cannot go into act. Can I go into female hydrotherapy again? It's quite an enemy model. Yeah, so the whole thing with those guys, and this would be better if the flashlight was working properly in this version of the game. The whole thing with those guys is that they show up physically as a floating, like, cage. But when you shine your flashlight on them, their shadow of, like, their whole body is projected by the flashlight. It's really cool when it works properly. Genuinely a neat effect. Okay, is there anything I can do here? I can hit the stairs. Let's hit the stair. Oh. Let's go hit the stairs. Context Zero is one of 2 or 3 Silent Hill games I've never even seen before. Origins is alright. Origins is the first of the games made by Studio Climax? Climax Studio? Climax. They're a British game developer. Or they were? I don't know if they're still around. They made 2 Silent Hill games in the mainline series, Origins and Shattered Memories. Origins was their first go at it, and as such uses a lot more of like the classic Silent Hill like gameplay and structure. And also there's this fucking thing. There's a strange depression carved into the door. Looking at it makes my head feel numb. Fun. But in terms of just like visuals, gameplay, and everything, Origins is a lot more in line with like Silent Hill 1 or 3. Oh god.
I've always hated you! You and your devil son!
Oh God, Helen! My dear Helen! You really are dead! What will I do?
I feel like that would have been a lot more dramatic if I wasn't wearing the dog costume. Those are the only good non-Team Silent games in my opinion. Well. I mean, if you want to be like that. I shan't stop you. But like it does on some level it does kind of need to be more in the line of those games, mostly because it is a prequel to those games. Motherfucker. Fuck. Hold on. Square. Triangle. Wow. Oh shit. Hold on. Guys, egg coffee fucks. I'm so glad. I hate you and your furry son. Jagged wood. No, meat cleaver. Audrey, thank goodness you're here to give us the lowdown on weird coffees. Appreciate you so goddamn much. Hello. Screenshot that. I'm honestly curious, what other non-Team Silent games are good in your opinion? I genuinely like all of them for one way or another, honestly. I have a very strong affinity for Downpour, and I fucking love Homecoming for how stupid it is kind of the long and short of it. Barbed wires stretch across the cubicle. Kitchen knife. Also, Silent Hill F is really good. And Silent Hill 2 Remake is really good. Those are both non-Team Silent Hill games. Okay. Fair enough. The toilet looks blocked. There's metal ringing in the pipe. Sounds like something is stuck. Ah, that's where the key ended up. Silent F genuinely surprised me with how good it was. I wasn't too surprised by it, personally. Like, in terms of... So, okay. When Konami came out and was like, oh, hey, we're doing Silent Hill again, guys, and we're gonna do it right this time. And everyone was just like, eh. I'll be honest, I forgot about the new games. You know what? Fair. Like, if we're talking about the Silent Hill games before the Gigapause, like, don't get me wrong, the Team Silent run of games is unmatched in quality. Genuinely. But I do find a lot of things that I like. Like, I have fun with Origins. Origins is a fun little romp in terms of, like, classic Silent Hill gameplay from a different team and just seeing, like, what they do with it. And then each game that tries to kind of, like, reinvent the series afterwards, like, they're not all going to be, like, you know, 100% bangers. But, like, I tend to have fun with them in one way or another. What? Bring me my son. Give me the money, you motherfucker. Give me back my son. Son. Give me back my son. My son. Son. Sorry. But yeah, no, when they were just like, hey, we're doing Silent Hill again, and we're going to do it right this time. If I recall correctly, so Ryukishi07 is the guy behind the When They Cry series. Higurashi, Umineko, etc., which is generally super well regarded. Like, people love those fucking games. So when they announced, like, hey, here's Silent Hill F, it's going to be done by a Japanese studio, Ryukishi07 is writing it, it's just like, oh, fuck. Basically, everyone was convinced that of all of the games that were announced at that time, F was going to be the good one. Because nobody had any hope for Bloober Team because the medium was so bad. Well, okay. I can't say that, like, unequivocally, necessarily speaking. There are people out there who do defend the medium. I'm not one of them. I don't like the medium. I think the medium kind of fucks up what it's trying to do in a very, very damaging way. So, like, full disclosure, I did not have a whole lot of hope for Bloober Team on Silent Hill 2. That being said, as more and more came out about it, you know, with, like, Konami being very, very, like, not controlling, I guess, is the best way to say it, but, like, Konami being very hands-on with, like, the creation of Silent Hill 2 Remake, and then just kind of, like, more stuff that we saw in, like, trailers and things like that. Just kind of, like, as time went on, like, it started seeming more and more like, oh, this might be good. This might be a good game. Bloober Team might clutch it out. And they did. And then they make Chronos the New Dawn. It's just like, oh, Bloober Team can make good games. Where was this? And now they're making Layers of Fear 3, and I don't... Who knows? Whatever. Chronos DLC is coming out this fall. I'm looking forward to that. But then, of course, like, the other kind of, like, wild card in that announcement was Silent Hill Townfall, where it's just like, okay, who's making Silent Hill Townfall? The Observer guys? The guys who haven't made, like, a survival horror game yet? Well, not really a defense of the medium. Some people are the same way with Quantic Dream. True. Because the developers of Silent Hill Townfall had not made, like, a strictly, like, classical sort of, like, survival horror game before. They made more, like, narrative horror games. Like, their first one was something, like, a little bit more experimental, where it's just, like, discrete episodes, a lot of, like, text-based stuff, some exploration. Oh, excuse me. And then Observer was almost a point and click. Observer's neat, though. I recommend checking out Observer. I'm genuinely surprised they didn't give Townfall to Bloober. Is it supposed to be a remake of SH1? No. Townfall is a new game. But Bloober is remaking SH1. They did announce that Bloober Team is working on a remake of Silent Hill 1. In my mind, I feel like the best thing to do would honestly be to combine Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 3 as, like, a single remake, but that's just me. But yeah, no, Bloober Team is remaking Silent Hill 1. Silent Hill Townfall is a new game that takes place in Scotland, actually. Which is interesting. I kind of like what they've been doing with, like, going global with kind of, like, the whole, like, Silent Hill vibe. I'm gonna be super curious how they tie it back to, like, the actual town, because that was the whole thing with Silent Hill F, is that, like, behind Shu's house is a lake, like, with white Claudia all around the edge of it, and that's what's used in the pills that he gives you at the start of the game. So I am extremely interested on whether or not they're going to do anything like that to explain why Silent Hill shit is happening in Scotland. But Townfall was one that I was, like, super interested in, because it's just like, okay, you've got a remake of Silent Hill 2, you've got a game by a Japanese developer being written, well, as a case for Townfall's dev team, Tango's Hi-Fi Rush was it. No, for sure. That being said, Tango had also made like a lot of like games. I think No Code's library wasn't the sort of thing that seemed like it would translate too well to survival horror. Like again, this is the first thing of this kind of scope that they made. Whereas like with Tango making Hi-Fi Rush, like the scope of their games that they made before that were still like pretty major. You know, Ghostwire Tokyo, Evil Within 1 and 2, so on and so forth. What was I saying? Words, different words that are strong and bad. Right, Silent Hill. So Townfall was kind of the wild card where it's just like, okay, you've got a developer who's not super like experienced with like strict survival horror, making a game that we don't know anything about other than the name is like Downtown plus Downfall, and we have like a teaser trailer. That was it, and then we didn't hear anything about it for years. And then we started getting actual trailers, and it's like, holy shit, is this game going to be good? Like, it looks great. Their whole like philosophy for making the game and why they set it where they did is great. There is so much going on, just like, especially like the main character, just from a visual standpoint, there's so much going on there. I'm so excited for Townfall. And then, of course, the other things they announced at that time were Return to Silent Hill, the movie, and Silent Hill Ascension. I do still want to do a watch through of Silent Hill Ascension at some point. That is on my list of things I have to do at some point. Because, oh man, I need to see how bad it gets. I'm so hopeful, which is an odd feeling to have as a Silent Hill fan. We're allowed a little bit of hope. Oh, hold up. 9:30 a.m. Administered medication to the seclusion patients. There were no incidents. 11:46 a.m. Accompanied Dr. Harris on his morning rounds. No incidents of note. 3 p.m. Visit for Mrs. from her husband. Took her into the empty dorm room so she would feel more comfortable. 3:46 p.m. Miss has attacked her husband. During the visit, she had a violent episode. An attempt to throttle Mr. She was heard screaming by myself and the attending orderly, and we managed to restrain her. Though it took 3 of us, despite her being a female of slight build. After we sedated her and took her back to her room, Dr. Harris examined her and decided to reinstate her dose of epilinium. 5:12 p.m. After the incident with Mrs. The other patients have become agitated and restless. Harris has ordered a lockdown. I'm now also excited. I got Townfall and the SH1 remake confused. Now I'm giddy and excited. I think because we went 10 years, over 10 years without getting a new game, I think we're allowed. I got the patient belongings key. I think we're allowed a little bit of hope. Because, like, oh man, we also got Silent Hill the short message, and I am 100% a Silent Hill the short message defender. That's another thing. I like Silent Hill the short message as well. I am a Silent Hill the short message defender. I like that game. I think it's fun. I think it's a neat game. What is that? Oh, the toilet, right. I'm excited when you find a way and or time to experience Ascension. It's sad that you won't get to experience the orgy, though. I guess that's going to depend on, like... if I'm... I would need to find like a recording of it is the thing. So I don't know if the recording is going to be of what it was as it aired, which would include the orgy, or if it would be like an after the fact recording, you know? At the very least, I would get to experience Silent Hill Berryman. He makes jams. He'll bring you some. Ladies. I don't really want to deal with this, I'm gonna be honest. Can you guys, like, line up real quick? Thank you. I remember Bob Vids did like a after action stream for like the first run of Silent Hill Ascension. Silent Hill Ascension started so poorly is the thing. Because like they had like their previews where they had like the live chat like reacting to everything, and they're just like, oh, what is this, what's happening? It's just like, yeah, this is definitely how people are going to react to all of this. No, you guys nailed it. And then of course we get there and people are talking about fucking Kojima in chat and like just saying like vile shit. And I remember I went to Bob Vid's like after action stream where he was taking calls for discussion. And when I called him, or when I was on, the video hit a point where it's just like, there's a slur on screen, by the way. It's just like, Jesus Christ. What did they think was going to happen? Why didn't they have an auto mod in place for this? It's absurd. Just complete clown shoes display from beginning to end. What did I pick up? I picked up Patient Belongings. It's just, what a... And then, of course, like, after that, they changed it so that, it was, emojis-only chat after that. And it's just like, you got, like... How disappointed do you think that they were when they realized that, like, all of their plans for, like... Oh, fostering, like, real discussion, like, real-time speculation about like the nature of like the plot and the happenings on screen was never going to happen. Like that had to have been disappointing on some level when they realized just like what they had like hoped so much for was going to happen with this whole thing was never going to happen. And backfired in what was honestly nice, spectacular fashion. Status report 2/7/1961. Patient Mrs. Age 35, examining Dr. Harris, notes Mrs. condition has degraded dramatically in the last few months. Her fantasies of a mirror world have become more acute, and she spends more and more time in an apparent catatonic state. She claims that during this time, she is in the other world. She now has full recollection of her attack on her son, but shows no remorse for the incident. Indeed, she seems proud, almost smug of her attempted filicide. I am worried that this behavior could be a side effect of the increased doses of epilenium that the patient has been prescribed. I have asked for her dose to be halved and hope to see positive results shortly. Okay, now are we talking like part 3 Mirror World, where it was just the stand was light and manifested in the mirrors, or are we talking about like part 5 Mirror World, where it's like full-on Mirror World created by Man in the Mirror, and we're gonna have to fucking get Purple Haze out here? Oh, there's a mirror in here. Okay. That camera angle is ominous. One thing I will give Silent Hill Origins, like, without a doubt, is that, oh, shit, okay. Yeah, alright, I'll take it. Because they are, like, kind of manifesting themselves as this, like, more classic-style Silent Hill game, they do the, static camera angle shit really well. Shotgun. Seems like it's a double barrel, so we probably only get two shots before we have to reload. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Screenshot that. Anytime I get, like, a goofy screenshot of Travis in the fursuit, or, like, a goofy camera angle of it, oh, fuck. Oh, okay, hold on. So executions with the guns do count as using ammo. I mean, as they should, honestly, but, you know. Hey, guys. Shotgun ammo. First aid kit. I kind of wish extra options gave you, like, the ammo multipliers that, like, some of the older Silent Hill games extra options menu did. Poker. I always like cranking that up to 3 and just like, I love drowning in ammo. It's my favorite thing to do. Okay, let's head on over to the other side, I guess. Oh. Okay. I'm not able to reach the exit. The floor doesn't go any further. I don't know if we'd want to go outside in this fucking state anyway. By this state, I mean me. Okay. Can I go in this door? I can. Anything horrible await me? This guy. This guy. Empty. Smells musty. Filing cabinet. Shotgun ammo. Okay, I was curious and Googled it. You can just watch Ascension on Tubi for free. You don't need an account. Really? Just the whole thing? That's fun. I am going to make that a stream, 100%. I'm going to do a Let's Watch on Twitch of Silent Hill Ascension. I don't want to go this way. Laundry. It's technically a game, so you should be okay. I would just need to make sure I put my category on it properly. Does Twitch have Silent Hill Ascension on here? Hold on, let me check. Silent Hill. Yeah, Silent Hill Ascension is on here. That's not how you spell Origins. I need to make sure that I have this on here properly. Attending officer's report, 11/4/1959. I number VA4545-10. When I arrived at the house, the ambulance was already at the scene. The neighbor, Mr. Bryan, who first called in the incident, I'm sorry. I keep immediately reading it as restrained. Had restrained Mrs. and the paramedics were tending to the child. The husband, Mr. had not yet arrived back from his place of work. Thanks to Bryant's intervention, the gas had been turned off and the house ventilated. However, there was still a strong smell, and I deemed it necessary to call the fire department as a precaution. It appeared that Mrs. had attempted to gas herself and her child. When I spoke to the suspect, Mrs. she was uncooperative and seemed enraged. She demanded I release her so she could kill the devil child. She was clearly not in control of her mind. Mr. Bryan commented that several times in the previous weeks he had heard loud arguments and screams from the house. He said, Helen has not been well for a while. Shotgun ammo. Fucked up if true. What could it all mean? Oh, hey. It could mean nothing, but it could also mean everything. Nothing useful. Then why do you keep looking over there? He keeps looking over there like there's something there, but there ain't nothing.
Hey guys.
Okay. I think the last thing that we really have to try is just those stairs. We got an ad starting here soon. I'm probably going to be wrapping up relatively soon, I would say. It's getting pretty late. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, this door does open. I kind of want to check out the second floor first, I think. Oh. He immediately sees something. Yeah. I'm gonna check out the second floor first. This is such a big fucking level. Jesus Christ. The game kind of lulls you into a first. The game kind of lulls you into a false sense of security with Alchemilla, because Alchemilla is a pretty quick level, but it's probably like that. Alchemilla in this game and then Alchemilla in Homecoming are about as close as any of these games get to having like a tutorial level. Where it's just like, here's a really short run, last out of the night, and it starts with the fucking minions. Like you do. Lock's broken. Okay. Wow, just kind of stop. Oh! Hey, guys. I keep forgetting about the new Minions movie. baby an ampoule. Okay. Well, let's continue exploring around here first before we hit that mirror. I hear it's actually alright. Oh, there's so much. There's so much. Yeah, I've been hearing the new Minions movie is pretty good, apparently. What threw me off is that when I saw the title, I thought the little face in the monsters part of Minions and Monsters was like a little skelly man. But then I find out that it's not a skelly man. It is, in fact, a Widow Bebby Kafuwu. And I'll be so fucking for real with you. Widow Bebby Kafuwu may be what gets me to see it. Hello. I got the interview archives key. Oh, shit. You know what would have happened if we came here in the fog world? We would have gone in here. That would have been under the grate. But there's no grate in the other world. Which is great for us, but not great for the other world, because there's no grate. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Excuse me. 1 second. Much to my dismay, a chunk of the Despicable Me and Minions movies are good. I actually don't want to deal with you guys a whole lot, honestly. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be so fucking for real right now. Okay, this has a hard cutoff. Got it. Okay. But there is a meat hook. And on the other side, there is another meat hook and several boxes of ammo. Fuck with me. I hear firewalks pop. Firewalks? Like the video game? No, that's Firewatch. Firewalk like the Twin Peaks. Okay, is there anything in here for Whittle Ol' Me? Ammo. Now it's unlocked. What did I just get again? Archives key. Interview archives. Where are the interview archives? Female dorms. Ah, 3rd floor. Let's go do that. Yeah, I think the whole thing here is just like, despite the fact that they give you the whole map, I don't think you ever go to the male ward, because the male ward isn't what's important for this game's story. It is strictly the female ward. So that's kind of like, that's what the sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? The deception of this map is. You don't ever go to the left side of the map. You only ever go to the right side. But still, you get the map, and you see all that shit, and it's just like, what the fuck? Like, why would you design a level like this with a map like that? And then it's just like, oh, don't worry, you're not gonna, half this level you never access. It's so silly. Oh, God.
To do it.
You had to? Please, help me understand.
That's what you do with pests. That's what you do, isn't it? And he was a pest. Oh, he was a bad boy. Always has been. I tried to pretend he wasn't, but they were there to make sure I didn't forget.
They?
The people in the mirrors. They see it all. What's really going on.
And it was their idea?
Yes. They saw the devil inside of him. I had to kill him. My responsibility. My flesh and blood. I brought him into this world, so I had to take him out of it. Good wombs can bear bad sons, they say. I know you think what I did was wrong.
I just want to understand. Helen.
No! You want to keep me locked up, Doctor. But you can't. I can leave whenever I want. I can step through that mirror and into their world. This world is just a daydream.
Helen?
When will they bring me my boy?
I'm going to be so for real. I don't think the I brought you into this world, so I need to take you out of it defense has ever worked for anybody. The phrase good wombs makes me uncomfortable. Who doesn't like a good womb? Anyway, I can't see anything on these shelves worth looking at. Ooh! Portable TV. Jesus. Good womb is a phrase that aged super poorly nowadays. You're not wrong. I got a... Yeah, okay. Fuck yeah. Fuck with me. I don't want whatever's in here to fuck with me. Just, you know. No, yep, let's see. Probably turn on the flashlight might be a good idea. While you were worried about good wombs and bad children, I studied the blade. Lock's broken. Okay. Next save point, we're going to go ahead and call it for the night. Just because we've been at this for a little bit now. No. Storage. A mirror. Funny mirror. I'm honestly surprised I'm still awake. It'd be like that. Amber Incident Report. Reporting staff member Simons. Incident description. A male child entered into the sanitarium unchallenged and got through into female seclusion. Doors were left unlocked. He entered female seclusion room 5, at which point orderly Michaels observed him and alerted me. The boy was the child of a visitor and was taken away by his father. Failures. The doors of female seclusion were left unlocked by the orderly, and the staff in the lobby failed to notice the boy when he arrived in the mezzanine area. Recommendation. All staff to be reminded of the importance of locking ward doors. Review of staff to be conducted by duty managers. Stream is fun. Stream is fun. We like to have fun here at the Shark Stream. Lock's broken. Can't open the door. Lock's broken. This way is super blocked. Shit's Locked, the video game. When are we going to, when is someone finally going to give us, because I know this has been a joke, I believe, in the Silent Hill community for like the longest time, where it's just like, one of these days we're gonna get a Silent Hill game where the protagonist is a locksmith and he is just going to be able to get into all the doors nobody else could. Should I catch more when I can? I tend to stream, my usual schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I post my schedules on Blue Sky at I'll do my whole outro here in just a bit. Once I start making my way towards like the nearest save point. Oh yeah, we are super not going to the mail ward 64. Where is the closest save point actually? It is in that staircase. What do we have? Do I have like a specific key that I need to use or something? Not at the moment. We still got to get into that doctor's office somehow. That may be something we have to figure out next time. All right, yeah, we're going to go ahead and head towards the closest save point. I'm going to, while I'm on the way there, take this opportunity to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark. That's AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream was done by friends of the stream, Audrey and B of Team Catpull, who you can find on Blue Sky at Team Catpull. That's TEAMCATPLE. Audrey and B do fantastic work. Love working with them. Love getting art with them. Don't email them. Use the VGen when they're taking comms. VTuber was done by Teva, who you can find on Blue Sky at Teva Meow. That's TEVAMEOW, with rigging by V747, who you can find on Patreon. Upcoming streams. It's Silent Hill all the way down, baby. We're going to be continuing Origins before moving on to Homecoming, before moving on to Shattered Memories, before moving on to Downpour. And then once we're done with all of that, oh baby, we're playing some FBC Firebreak. Read Wicked Game, as Venom Lad said. I work really hard on it. I enjoy it. I enjoy writing it. I gotta write some like writer commentaries for it at some point. We're gonna go ahead and raid over to Machine 17, who is playing Kingdom of the Dump right now. Stream was very fun. Thank you dearly for streaming. Thank you for joining. It was great to see you. Thank you for raiding. Anything else? I think that's it. Stick around for the raid over to Machine 17, and I'll see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.